Good morning everybody. So we are back with another video, and today we are talking about the primordial deity Tartaros. So Tartaros is both a primordial deity and a place. He is the stormy pit that lies beneath the foundations of the earth. Tartaros's body is the pit itself. He is the lower of the two regions of the underworld. It is stated that it would take a bronze anvil 9 days to fall from earth to Tartaros. Tartaros is the opposite to the sky and is thought to be an inverted dome lying beneath the earth. So you would have the sky as the first dome above the earth, and then Tartaros would be the dome under the earth. So Tartaros lay far further than where even Hades resided, and he was used as a prison. This is where the ferocious monsters and horrible criminals were banished, or the rivals after a war between the gods. This is where Kronos, king of the Titans, would imprison the Cyclopses, who would in turn be freed by Zeus, and where then in turn the Titans would then be imprisoned by Zeus. Tartaros would originally mean the deepest region of the world, but gradually would come to mean the entire underworld. Tartaros is the opposite to the Elysium Fields, and in ancient sources the concept of Tartaros as a god was marginalized and was more closely connected to the underworld. So Tartaros is a bit like Chaos. There wasn't a religion so much around Tartaros as opposed to the belief of him in the underworld, and where the bad people went. The good people went to the Elysium Fields, the bad people to Tartaros. So these are just some of the myths where Tartaros does appear in. So this is in the Theogony. Verily at first chaos came to be, but next wide-bosomed Gaia, the ever-sure foundation of all the deathless ones, who hold the peaks of snowy Olympus and dim Tartaros in the depth of the wide-pathed earth and Eros. And then also in the Theogony, but when Zeus had driven the Titans from heaven, huge Gaia bore her youngest child, the love of Tartaros, by the aid of golden Aphrodite. And there's a lot more where it's in relation to his relationship with his other primordial siblings. So it's all pretty much repetitive after that as well. And then the last one that I'll read out is, this hell pit was made use as a prison by a series of supreme deities, starting with Ouranos. Fearful of his position, Ouranos would decide to imprison those he perceived within Tartaros. This meant his own offspring, the first Cyclopses, the Brontes, the Steratops, and the Arges. And then he would allow his third set of children to roam free, which proved to be a mistake, for it would be they who would eventually overthrow their father. Then the Titan Kronos would take up the position of supreme deity, and he too was fearful of the Cyclopses, so they remained imprisoned. Kronos even added a new guard, the dragon, Kumpf. Kronos himself would be overthrown by his own son Zeus, who would then release the Cyclopses to aid in their war against the Titans. Zeus and his siblings would win that war, and Zeus would then imprison the Titans he had overthrown within Tartarus. Hades would become the ruler of the underworld, and Tartarus would be considered to be part of his domain. It was the region of the underworld thought that would be synonymous with eternal punishment. So I suppose Tartaros is the ancient Greek version of what we think of as hell. So that's just a little bit about Tartaros. So he was the third of the primordials after Chaos. It was Chaos, Gaia, then Tartaros. I will come back to Gaia, but there is just so much lore around her that I just need a bit more time to go through and figure out how I'm going to frame that one. So that's why we went with Tartaros this week. But yeah, that's just a little bit there. It's the same as Chaos. There wasn't really a religion around him. He was more thought of as a place within the underworld as opposed to a deity to be worshipped. And don't forget, we have launched the our meditation oils with the first of the 5 of the goddesses. So please do go check them out. They are on the website right now as we speak, newhopewellbeing.com. So we'll be back next week with some more videos. I hope everybody has a great weekend and we'll chat soon. Bye!